Yeah.
Y'all really know where y'all info. Yeah, they copy like tenfold. We on the field, we gotta survive. Walk through the door. Need my award. I said we keep on scoring. Y'all just keep it score. Give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream next to the team. Yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My brain should be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. It's the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. It's your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. But we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue.
Let's get a win. Let's get a win.
Up next, the Suns taking on the Mavericks. For the Suns, they've tipped off the season with back-to-back losses. A win tonight would give them something to build on. Mavs, Suns. Don't leave your seat. We'll be right back. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Alongside Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we got another seat right here in the NBA. No better insider than Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, great to have you with us.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. It's great to be here. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Look at Richard Jefferson. He's like a kid in a candy store. He cannot wait to talk to you.
Yes, we love RJ.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. And one forward, Thompson. And the other forward, Washington. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. And it's Gafford in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Phoenix, up front, Durant plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. And it's Allen in at the 3 spot. Beal, Shams, is there a bit of panic, do you think, in the desert after last season?
The Suns are very much committed to their big 3, but listen, there's no question the Beal contract is something they're going to have to live with. Still has a no-trade clause, and there were some flaws that were exposed, and they were swept in the first round by Minnesota. But the Suns truly believe those flaws can be fixed, and they do have the talent to do it, even though Beal did have a down year.
Quickly, Shams, do they have a lot of wiggle room, though, to make changes?
PJ Washington.
They really don't have wiggle room. They have a top-heavy team that's built on its 3 all-star caliber players, and I do believe as long as they can build around those 3 top guys, they're going to have a chance to compete. The question is, do you find the right pieces to build?
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
To the inside, Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Booker with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is the result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine that this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
Allen's shot is off.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Washington passes to Gaffney. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer. We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is, Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes, pretty easy for him.
Well, we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one. But is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel,
Why not? No, I'm really giving away.
Level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have in more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite? What's your best NBA arena atmosphere?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials, they know the strategies, they know what a player can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
I'll take your word for it, but that just means I have to get out to a Knicks game ASAP.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game, and this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring, Shams, to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive... the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
That's good from Lively. Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they just passed a note down to me, or Dan here. So what about Anthony Edwards of Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by O'Neal.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Lively goes back up. And Bull pulls it down.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Now, here's Hardy. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
What's up?
Free throw good for Morris. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Exum comes in for Najee Marshall. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Hardy. Phoenix leading by 3. Outside, Jones. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and that one, they just locks it down defensively. Challenge shots and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Suns lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what are you guys seeing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
And, Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10 or 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to perform.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Derek Lively is out there with Exum. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Powell. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Durant with a wide-open look. The offensive rebound. Bull laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bull's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Here's Grimes. And the shot goes down. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the court.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he's something else. Hey, thank you.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Checked in for Bull.
Now we get a chance to check out Devin Booker. Last season, he played outstanding, putting in about 27 points a game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great handle, great vision. That's how he drops so many dimes.
Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason, but I try to wait as best I can to make sure that my report is complete.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
Here's Exum. Rebounded by Allen. And so Allen will bring it up now for Phoenix. Here's Booker, and it's Beal in the corner. Lets it go from 11. Again, Phoenix.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Thompson inside the line. Here's Powell, and it's sent back by PD. Durant finishing off in transition.
Running the floor, Durant pushes himself to get ahead of the defense.
Here's Gafford. Beal with the block, and they recover it. And with that, the Phoenix leaders get down to 9 in the bucket from Luka Doncic.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Beal finds KD. Allen with the ball. Nurkic the pass to Allen. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Now, here's Exum, defended by Allen. Here's Powell. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. So for the Suns, Plumlee, he's checked in for Nurkic. O'Neal comes in for Kevin Durant. And Jones subbed in for Bradley Beal. Dallas also making some changes. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Kyrie Irving comes in for Dante Exum. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Irving can't get us to go.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Chalk up 2 there. Plumlee's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
On its way from Dinwiddie for 2. Misses the jumper.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yet no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
Phoenix leading by 11. Pass to Booker. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Exploiting the opposing defense in the paint here. That they've set up shop down in there this second quarter, and boy, are they cashing in.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Bol, he's checked in for the Suns.
What's up?
Free throw good, Booker. And coming in as a four-spacing 2 guard. How impressive is it, RJ, that Devin Booker is holding down the point?
And it's not just the rate of assist. He's limiting his turnovers in great fashion, too, despite his high usage.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those 2 guys.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bol. RJ, we know that now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
And like his father, Manu, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Phoenix making a change. Morris is checked in. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Man, just the total offensive package. Kyrie is a once-in-a-generation guard.
And Booker kicks to Morris. Shot clock at 5. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
What's up?
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Phoenix has possession with 1 on the clock, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Booker's got 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning over playing.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's Phoenix in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mike. Stout effort defensively in the first half. What did you do to limit them?
I just think our activity on the ball, we got to try and keep it in front of us. Our bigs did a good job, I think, being big in the paint, making things tough there. We got to finish it with the board.
Yep, rebounds and possessions, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Suns?
Credit these guys for coming in with the right game plan and then patiently executing. Most of their shots that come in the flow of the offense, rarely did they take advantage. Good, clean first half.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Well, they need to change their strategy. We can see that. Jacking up three-pointers left and right, many of them contested and from deep range, just isn't the way to play basketball, fellas.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Up front, Durant plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Allen in at the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And it's Washington missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
With 3, Booker, good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Booker's got 15 points.
Oh,
The ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
And here's Washington outside. Offensive rebound.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's KD. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 8.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Irving against Beal. Kept alive. Cleveland. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Outside Durant. Pass to Allen. Out to KD. Beal gets a wide-open look. A three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Irving. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
But we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And the Mavericks call time here. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
Jones, he's checked in for Phoenix. Dallas also making some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Washington. Klay Thompson comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Thompson from long range. Phoenix grabs the miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Mavericks trail by 21. Here's Gafford. Doncic outside, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. The Suns 5th.
They ran a great system last year that put a priority on creating high-quality looks from deep, and it made them the best three-point shooting team in the league.
Durant, he's open. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Gafford.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Marshall. The kick out to Irving. Fires the three. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. AD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the three of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do.
I'm going to basket now.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
Oh, great ball movement there.
First personal foul. First team.
Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Bol comes in for Kevin Durant. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for Allen.
An all-around threat. Beal is one of those guys that provides leadership in your locker room.
Dallas has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And Bol sends it back. And they get it back. Here's Marshall. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Assisted by
Marshall's got 4 points in the quarter.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. His second chance buckets have been huge.
Jones. Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
Morris is checked in for Tyus Jones. And then for Dallas, Derek Lively comes in for Marshall. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Kyrie Irving. Dallas shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. To the left wing. Releases. Here's Gafford. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Nurkic.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Lively finds Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. All free throws good from Doncic. And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season. But look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. And Phoenix making a change. Plumlee's checked in.
Mason Plumlee.
Dallas has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Phoenix leading by 22. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Suns have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. The first one falls. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Washington's checked in for Dallas. Dante Exum comes in for Klay Thompson. And he can't hit the second. Mavericks shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Grimes. Here's Lively. The second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Lively's got 7 points.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. There's the pass to Plumlee. And Bull wide open. He shoots, and the three ball is good. Bull's got 4 points this quarter.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Here's Lively. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And so it's the Phoenix Suns cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Biggs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas, the star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. Big men on the floor for him, it'll be Washington and Gafford. And it's Exum in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Exum. On the wing, Doncic, defended by Jones. Exum's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's the drive. Here's Bull. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Here's Exum. Inside. Here's Gafford. Phoenix grabs the miss. KD's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Jones serving the assist by Durant. KD's got 3 assists tonight.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
2 shots.
That one is off. Phoenix making some changes. Little comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Damian Lee in for Devin Booker. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Washington. Marshall comes in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic.
I mean, step safe.
And he's good on the second. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Durant with it. For the 3. Rebounded by Exum.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Marshall. Lets it go from deep. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
Okogie's checked in for Bol. And Dallas also making a switch. Dwight Powell's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Phoenix Phoenix has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Jones. That one good for 2.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Kicks to Powell. And he gets the bucket. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the players.
Cleveland, no good. And here are the Suns. They're on an 11-3 run. Okogie takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Kleba, the pass to Dinwiddie. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They've played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Dallas, no good that time either. Phoenix has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
They grab their own miss. Powell tries again. Durant with some nice D.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And it's good off the back of the rim and in. KD's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. Right side, Kevin Durant. Back to Jones. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
Here's Exum. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Phoenix has gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Nobody near Nurkic. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Durant, first personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And the Suns here with a different look. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Bol comes in for Kevin Durant. O'Neal's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Beal's subbed in for Lee. And the second free throw, good.
I couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
O'Neal kicks to Beal. All alone. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it. That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Morris. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Outside, Beal. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution was flawless.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. Katie, what was the big thing to secure this win?
I like how active we were on the defensive side of the ball to start the game. We made shots tonight, and it's always good when you make shots. It brings more energy into the building, and I'm glad we got a W.
You earned it, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Ain't even go pro, got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain, heard a lane. Trying to play up my name when I'm 23 to it, and I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb, got stained. I'm out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in the setting, in them streets to the boy alley hooping, I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when the got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mind, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like you Tony out grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you live with no spine? Bro, better off and you got nerve. Bro, need to get a bird. Now I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. Looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse. Woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep. Everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops. Wonder where I been, I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Cognac bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 and a so silly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, where you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rat. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R, and you need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang. Where you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. But your boy got when the light got turned. Got his when the boy won't learn. Big shorty when the block gets shurned. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like I get a like yarn. Hey, shooting my shot like, hey, hit the like, hey, finger on the like, hey, 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 shooting my shot like, hey, hit the like, hey, your spot like, hey, 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 I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I hit it, I'm fully committed, like, hey, I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision, like, hey, shooting my shot like, hey, hit the like, hey, finger on the like, hey, 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 hey. Grandma was in A, auntie was in A, mama had AAA. I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had a like we in the getaway. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spend a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? Go to sleep tonight. The street got her screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlton if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like ayy, hit the like ayy, finger on the like ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like ayy, hit the like ayy, their spot like ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I hit it. I'm fully committed like ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like ayy. Shoot him my shot like, ayy, hit the like,